What up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today on Fitness Tech Reviews, we're going to be going over the Sudio E2s. I have gone over the Sudio T2s previously, and I'll do a little comparison later in the video. But what I'm going to do is go ahead and get a review of this guy, see if it's really worth your money. But let's go ahead and get right into it. First thing we're doing is get into the unboxing. So there are a little slips here at the bottom that you will have to cut away first before. And it looks like it does have a little sleeve that's stuck on, so you got to take the sleeve off first before opening it. In the opening process, there's another little thing you're going to have to slit right here. Shape life through immersive sound, opening them up. And we have our Sudios right here. So this is a wireless base, and I can take that out with the USB-C cable at the back. Opening them up, you have the Sudios right here, and it's a pretty sleek case. It's like a soft plastic. It's actually very nice feeling, doesn't really take in too many fingerprints. And the rest of the stuff in the packet, you have your charging cable. I always love more USB-Cs. And I have the ear tips in here as well, so you can get the right fit in your ear. And also, all the way at the bottom, you have your owner's manual and warnings and precautions here as well. And if you do buy them soon, you will get the wireless charger in as well. So let me go ahead and open that up. It says it has 9 watts of charging through USB-C again. I'm also going to see if this works on my phone so I can use it as a phone charger too. So it's a small little puck. The USB-C is right there. And again, another cable and owner's manual and all of that. At the bottom of these Sudios, there is a little slip that you will have to take off so it will charge. So when you do open these up, you will hear them say this. So it says finding the Bluetooth. So I'm going to go ahead and set everything up. Ready to pair. Paired, connected, already has 90% battery. Actually relatively impressed by how well the bass hit. Oh wow, that's pretty good. It's got a pretty good bass. And you do get a little bit of that active noise cancellation, and you get that passive noise cancellation when they're in your ears. So that's pretty easy. So now that they're paired, looks like it just stays paired the entire time. As soon as you close it, it looks like that's when it turns off that Bluetooth connection. So when I open it up again, it should connect relatively simply. Yep, it connects as soon as you open it. So that's pretty nice. So a couple things to also go over when it is paired. There are some LEDs right here at the top, and they're going to be flashing white, but it is not paired. They did give me 2 different colors to go over. It's going to give you a little red LED right here at the top saying it is not paired. So the LEDs are very helpful in that regard, and also when it's lower on battery, it's going to be giving you a red LED as well. Also, one of the things a little bit annoying, especially when charging, it is blinking pretty much all the time. So if you want to set it up to get charged, you kind of have to put it right there, and it's going to go with a solid LED. So now it's just a solid LED just sitting there. And it does work with my phone, so that one they did set me just goes right on, and my phone is charging as well. And when you do have them in the ears, they are pretty comfortable fitting. It even has this little thing right here, but that's not where you touch. You touch here on the shinier part. So you got play and pause with just one touch. If you want to go forward, you're going to be touching your right one twice. If you want to go backwards the track, you'll be touching the left one twice. If you want to go down in volume, left one 3 times. You have to go up in volume, right one 3 times. To turn active noise cancellation on, you're going to have to hold it for about 2 seconds. And you're going to hear it say noise canceling in your ear. And when you hold it again for another 2 seconds, it says transparency. And then there's a third one that just clicks, and that means it's neither noise canceling or transparency, just all of that is off to give you the most out of your battery life. As far as fit is concerned, I see no problem with these coming out of the ears. It is really stuck right in the ear, so that is great. You can work out with these, and of course, if you want that noise cancellation, that's great to turn off the outside noise. And I mean, as far as like high intensity stuff, you're jumping around a lot, they might come out a little bit. They don't have any like wing tips or anything like that, but they do fit in pretty well. And even when I do plug them in, it's just like you have some earplugs, so that's kind of a hit or miss if you like that or not, or if you like something that does not have this closed in, but it does give you some extra bass. The sound is very good. I've tried out a couple of different Samsungs. It is pretty much on par, if not even a little bit better than the Samsung Galaxy Buds 2. Probably not as good as the Pros. The Pros do have that little extra bass, but it's kind of in the middle of the 2, which is great, especially for this price point. These do come in at $129, and you can get them in 3 different colors. You can get them in sand, you can get them in black, you can get them in electric gray, and you can also get them in jade. I do have the sand here, and I also do have the electric gray. The accent point is kind of the same throughout each one, so that touch point is always the same through the color, but I actually do enjoy the touch of the case itself. And when you put it into the case, it's actually kind of hard to get them out because it closes in relatively good with a pretty satisfying click, but even trying to get them out while I have it open, they stick in there pretty well, so that's just great in general for not losing them. So right now I am shooting on my phone to give you guys the audio quality of the headphones themselves. It is a pretty decent quality, as you could probably tell. So if you are looking to take some calls with this, you'll be able to do it without really any problem. As far as battery life is concerned, you're going to get about 6.5 hours with ANC off, and you'll get about 4.5 hours with ANC on, active noise cancellation. If you're adding in the case itself, you'll get a total of up to 30 hours. You'll get a total of up to 20 hours with the case with ANC on. Also, they tout the world's leader in spatial audio. I was not able to test this as I'm not that aware of how spatial audio works, but it did feel relatively immersive when I was using it, but take that with a grain of salt either way. They also say they have tested this to a lot of different ear types, to extra small ears, to large ears. It fits for me, but they also said it fits for smaller ears and larger ears, but again, if it doesn't fit for you, definitely try to return it, but they say it's going to fit for pretty much everybody. So if you are looking to work out with these guys, it does have IPX4 water ingress protection, so it will stop rain and sweat, so that won't be a problem for you. So overall, what are the differences between the Sudio E2s and the Sudio T2s? So the Sudio E2s do have 3 different microphones per side, so you will get a better microphone performance out of the E2s. The T2s are only splash proof, so they have no IP water resistance, so you do get better water resistance on the E2s. You actually do get a little bit of a better battery life on the T2s with about 7 hours, with 35 hours total with the actual case. You do have bigger drivers on the T2 with a 10mm and only an 8mm on the T2s. You can get a little bit louder, up to 99 decibels on the E2s. We're only about 92 on the T2s. You do get the wireless charging with the E2s. There is no wireless charging with the T2s. And again, if you do act soon, you will get the charger as well that does work with phones, so key wireless charging. So what are my overall thoughts and recommendations for this guy? So at $129, these are actually a great pair of headphones, and I would recommend it to pretty much anybody around this price point. I do like these better, especially for workouts, than even the Samsung ones I've tested and the Apple AirPods that I've tested as well. I wouldn't even really recommend the E2s if you were looking to try to work out, if you were looking in between the two and price wasn't a problem, since there isn't the best water protection, so sweat might be a little bit of an issue. And if you want to go out running and a little bit of rain, it's not going to be the best with the E2s. A couple of the negatives are there are no wear sensors, so it doesn't know when it's actually out of your ear, so it will continue to play. And also there is no app, so you can't really actually tune it to your own settings. Talking about that, if you're not a big fan of bass, this might not be your favorite sound, but I actually enjoyed the little bit of extra bass. But as far as a workout headphone is concerned, it is great, especially if you want to turn out the outside noise or turn it on with just a hold of your hand to the ear. So overall, a great no frills type thing with the wireless charger. So really, I would recommend it to anyone who was actually thinking about it. But if you were thinking about the T2s in between these two, I'd probably definitely recommend to go with the E2s, especially with its IPX4 water resistance, so water, sweat, and rain won't really be a problem with the E2s, where it is not really recommended to do it with the T2s, even though they fit in pretty good and they have a little bit more of a slimmer design. But the spatial audio on the E2s and the wireless charging really brings it over the top, and both of them have very good quality as far as the music is concerned, but with that spatial audio, that extra little bit of bass, and the wireless charging with the E2s, I definitely recommend those. Really, I don't see a better choice around this price point, but if you definitely do, comment down below if you want me to go over anything. And if you do use my link down below, you will get a 15% discount, so definitely make sure to check out that link down below. But as always, guys, stay happy, stay stay healthy, and above all, stay positive. We'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.